Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it may be. My name is Marissa, regularly known as Gospel Lotus. I'm the founder and author of D.W.Psychic reading. So I'm going to come here and give you the spiritual psychic weekly reading, whatever it may be, wherever the message that you might need, where it may come to you to gain clarity in the thought of mind. What I'm receiving is that you're pulling back. I'm feeling as if that there's some hesitancy, as if that you do not want to pull back, rather that you are guarded up. The reason why you are guarded up because you're protecting your energy field, your aura from people who you feel that there are energy vampires, that they are outreach to take advantage of you whenever they need it and use you as their resources, okay? Which is good, which is very, very good, because right now you're trying to isolate yourself and trying to have a better understanding of yourself and become more aware of yourself and start to learn how to be more resourceful of yourself as well too. So I'm actually going to start using the angelic oracle cards to give us a brief overall message. Okay, I don't know, for some reason I just need to tap through the angelic message. I'm actually using the daily guidance angels from Enduring Virtues. I know people have personal opinions about Enduring Virtues. That's your opinion. I'm gonna let you keep it. So let me just tap in what the angels have to say. You have to let go. You have to let go for what you've been grieving. You have to let go what's actually triggers that anger, that makes you angry all the time. You think that you're not angry, but you are angry all the time. You need to let that go. In order for you to let that go, you need to find a resolution and finding what's triggering you. So more like release. In order for you to let go, you will embrace freedom. So this is time for you to work on and letting go of something that does not deserve you. Okay? Be more in tune within yourself. Once you are more in tune within yourself, you be more in tune with your surroundings as well. And be more cautious of how you interact with people. The way and how you interact with people, they are going to respond the way that how you're talking to yourself and the way how you treat yourself. Interesting. Focus on service. There is somebody who's actually holding back and not spreading the word or giving the word. I feel like the reason why that you refuse and not giving the word because of the judgment. That you might receive judgment from your old congregation or your new congregation or the people within your community. I think you need to serve your purpose and understanding your purpose. Okay? Because that is your life path, is serving your purpose. And disregard what people will have to say of you continue in serving the word or giving the word, because people who actually will fall upon the word will actually understand from where you're coming from when you start telling your own story. You need to stop silencing yourself, because that's what I'm getting right now, is that you're silencing yourself. And the reason why you're silencing yourself because of judgment. I'm just going to say misjudgment, because why people are judging you based upon for what you do, for what you have done, even though you have learned from it and you took it as a lesson. Therefore you're willing to heal from it when you start confronting it. Well, confronting for what you learned, and you challenging your past when you start overcoming your past. So again, you should not allow people to think of you for what you've done in the past, because you do not know other people's stories too. Again, when you actually start preaching your sermon, I'm talking to a preacher or a minister, when you start preaching your word, people will relate based upon your story. And you have to be mindful, be careful who you attract. I mean, yes, you are conscious of being mindful, be careful of who you attract, because there are people who are still going through their healing journey as you are going through their healing journey too. And you might attract people who are trying to overcome the codependency bad habits as you are too. So when you start improving and overcoming your bad habits, that's when you start setting boundaries. And I think you need to work on setting boundaries and telling people no, and telling yourself no. Okay? But I think it's time for you to continue on and serving the word and giving the word too. Okay? Stop allowing people to place judgment onto you and blocking you for serving the word or serving your purpose. Overall, study progress. So it's baby steps. Baby steps. Whether it's if you're giving a word through Zoom, or actually having a personal consultation in a social media platform, or you're trying to find your own platform, go back to Zoom. Something is telling me to go back to Zoom. Go back what you always have been doing in the very beginning. Go back to Zoom, okay? But right now you're trying to find a platform where you start outreaching people and helping people spiritually, okay? Now, I would say generally, you do need to continue serving your purpose, and just forget about the competition, because people are not like you. I think it's time for you to become more resident when it comes to your individuality and show people for who you really are, even though you are different from other people, okay? Because when you start forgetting about the competition within that particular field that you're working in right now, people start being more attracted of what energy you give off. People are attracted to different energies from different people, but you need to start attracting people who is attracted to your energy, okay? So continue to serve those people. They might need your help. Giving and receiving. See, this could be community service, or this could be as if there's somebody, going back for what I said, is serving their purpose and finding their purpose. This is your purpose. And helping people, healing people. Stop allowing people to block in your success, because they are not like you, and you are not like them. You're different from them. You need to start accepting your own individuality, okay? You're nothing like those people. Again, people will actually attract the type of energy for which you perceive when it comes to your radiancy, okay? I'm going to read you this card. Giving and receiving. The entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations, which you breathe in and which you breathe out. Again, and react and react. When you only exhale to give and only inhale to receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with exhalation. So, regardless of what you're doing when it comes to your spiritual practice, or any type of practice of what you're doing when it comes to the craft, your gift will be protected no matter what. When you start believing the essence for what you put on to that gift, okay? Again, people cannot implicate or replicate based upon for what you do, because they do not have your essence. And even though that if they cannot trust their own essence, they are not walk upon their faith. And when they're not walk upon their faith, they're walk upon destructions. Remember that. So when you continue on to put in your essence into that craft, you are walk upon faith. And when you are walk upon faith, you are walking to abundance. One more card. Energy work. What did I tell you? Life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Life can be electrifying because its very essence and its energy. Okay. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. Again, continue on to do what you need to do, because even though there is competition or competitors in your field, they are nothing like you and you are nothing like them. And if people believe as if that you are other people, that's their judgment to keep, because those are the type of people that has trust issues. But yet your energy will attract those who does not have trust issues, that's willing to give you a chance. So continue to put yourself out there and continue to put your craft out there, because you never know who will become more attracted to your radiancy once you put your essence in that gift. Somebody needs to hear that. All right, let's go into the tarot. But before I go into the tarot, I want to start using my personal oracle deck. I really do. You need to start trusting your own ability. I'm telling you, start trusting your own ability. Start trusting your gift. Stop giving yourself the benefit of the doubt. Stop doing that. Stop giving yourself the benefit of the doubt. I need for you to stop doing that. Start trusting your own ability and gift. Okay? You need to continue to meditate. This is the sacred symbol. You need to start meditation. You need to start working on your singing bowls, your humming bowls, crystal bowls, okay? So it can become more aligned and start cleansing your aura, all right? And start focusing and maintaining yourself and being more grounded within yourself. Yeah, that's what you need to work on, is grounding. And stay more balanced within yourself, rather than worrying about the distraction that's going on around you. But you need to start working within your inner self, your sector, okay? You need to start working within your inner self. Pay more attention of your inner self. Stop thinking about what's going on outside of it all, okay? But when it comes to work, I'm just going to say this. You need to take notes. What's the pros and the cons that's going on at work? What's bothering you? What needs to be done, okay? What's the problem? What can be the resolution when it comes to your job? But personally, start working within yourself, okay? Return what is rightfully not yours. Burden does not belong to you. This is emotional burden. You are carrying other people's baggages. You need to be more accountable of yourself rather than accountable for other people's emotional baggage. Now, when it comes to a situationship, these are people who is actually giving you their emotional burdens for what they cannot handle. when it comes to their family members, when it comes to their significant others, or when it comes to their previous relationship. And sometimes they actually just giving it to you because it feels too much for them to carry on. They don't know how to face it, they don't know how to confront it, and that's why you feel overwhelmed, because you're taking on other people's emotional baggage. Again, this could be as if that you're attracting people who have probably has the same codependency bad habit as you. But when you start creating healthy boundaries upon to yourself and continue to saying no to yourself, therefore you continue saying no to other people too. And start creating healthy boundaries to other people too. So therefore they can be more accountable and take care of their responsibility emotionally and mentally. As you start to learn to be more accountable and take care of yourself emotionally and mentally as well too. Now personally, I could be getting as if that somebody's trying to hold you accountable for what you've done in the past, even though to make it seem as if that you're all fault. But I'm just going to say this, and I'm just going to be honest, both of y'all are at fault. Because she was the one who seduced you, and you fall upon a seduction while you was in a relationship. And you fall upon temptations. And the reason why she make you more seduced, because the fact is somebody who cannot get rid of the hate when it comes to her previous relationship, because her husband had done the same thing to another female too. And she think that she could use the same trick on you. Now, when it comes to a younger female, going back for what I said, you are attracted to somebody who has the same codependency bad habits as you. Addiction. Addiction to recreational drugs. Drinking, smoking. And then talk about all y'all problems. Therefore, y'all can relate. But y'all, the reason why y'all attracted to one another because y'all got bad addictions. And again, this is where it comes to setting healthy boundaries and saying no. Maybe it's time for you to go to the AAA group. Maybe it's time for you to go to rehab. Maybe it's time for you to let go of something that does not deserve you, that is making you become more unhealthy. And when you start realizing that, maybe that he or she start realizing that too. You know it is true. Stop rethinking over, stop making excuses over the situation that it's not candy coated. You know what it is. It's evident. You need to release that pain. You need to release that anger. You need to release that addiction. And it's time for you to be healed. It's time for you to let the bullshit go. Recycle. What you do or say sounds like a broken record, but it's reversed again. This is time for you to let the shit go. Let it go. It's not meant for you. You're not bonded to it. You should not be bonded to it. The only time we are bonded to something is that when you are allowing it to happen. When you fall upon a pattern of the bad behavior. And you're accepting the pattern of the bad behavior. So that's when you're allowing it to the point that you're bonded to it. But when you're not bonded to it, that's when you are not allowing the bad behavior. And you're not falling upon the pattern of the bad behavior. Therefore, you will not be under influence of the bad behavior. And when you start releasing this toxic, you're going to make it rain. You're going to get abundance, like I said. As long as you stay on your path and do what you need to do, as long as you stay upon your fate, abundance will be yours. You are being credited for a hard day's of work. One last card, and this is reversed. The sacred symbol, like I said, it's time for you to stay grounded. For some reason, you're distracted. It could be you fall upon temptations again. Where this could be a young thing, trying to get some summer fling from you. But I think it's time for you to say no. He or she sees what they want, or what they cannot. What did I just say? Destroy that monster. You could be dealing with a young girl who probably got a boo thing on the side, but wants you around because of the fact that she's trying to make you a sugar daddy. I need for you to let that shit go. Let it go. Because right now, you need to take care of something that's very serious rather than that little girl. And I'm just going to say this. Don't take it personal, but you might take it personal. Think of that little girl being your fucking daughter. I don't mean to say it like that, but the shit disgusting. It is. It's disgusting. Or do you want to go to jail? I'm just saying. Because right now you being a fucking predator. So yeah, I think it's time for you to let that shit go. Okay. Enough with the tough love. But hey, it needs to be done. Let's go on tarot, shall we? So, okay. I'm going to use the Raven Prophecy. My favorite. I got to tell y'all this story again because, so I went to Las Vegas to celebrate my birthday with my sisters, right? And we went to a town that was like an hour away from Reno, Nevada. And the reason why we decided to go to this town is because of, you know, just sightseeing. And we went to a gas station that was like in a vacant area. And by the time when I try to back up on a rental, I hear a quack. It sounded like a bullfrog. Now, when I look, I asked my youngest sister, like, where's that sound coming from? She said, it's coming from a bird. I don't like no fucking bird making a sound like that. I turned to my left, it was a raven. And then both of my sisters asked me, because they think that I'm into, you know, animal totem. They was like, Marissa, what that mean? Well, if the raven croaks, that means be mindful of danger. And yeah, there was some shit that was happening in Las Vegas that I didn't like. So yeah, that raven was warning me about some shit that was going to go down. So yes, I love the ravens. Crows and ravens got my back, as always. Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot. Oh, somebody about to relocate, but I'm actually getting this could be a yin and a yang. Where this could be a peace treaty that's going to take place from your opposer, somebody who has been opposing you, or somebody who has been jealous of you. But I could be getting like a collaboration that somebody wants to start like a side business or a side hustle when it comes to spirituality or religion. I'm actually getting like a peace treaty, but yet there is something that's going to happen where they say that you're going to relocate when it comes to a job or when it comes to a home. But if you're thinking about relocating, then yes, it's going to happen. I would say give it till next year, March and May. Okay, when you start doing research of that property or that land or whatever that you're relocating. But yes, it's going to be efficient. You are going to be relocating. Now, if you get a vehicle, yes, I think you are getting a new vehicle. You might need to get a new checkup when it comes to your vehicle. But I think everything is going to be fine. But maybe that you do need to get an oil change. Okay, because it could be some rust. Well, I cannot say rust, but there's something that's actually causing some type of leakage in the lube. So you need to get that checked out. Okay. But I'm actually getting as if whether you think about getting a new vehicle around this time. But get your vehicle checked up. But I do see that you are thinking about moving or traveling. You are going to be traveling. You are going to be moving. But I'm actually getting this could be a collaboration. More like a yin and a yang. The good and the bad. Or actually studying each other when it comes to your business partner or couple. Rather say that you could be couple with someone who could be total opposite from you. So yeah, I have here as a Wheel of Fortune. Now this could be happening during the changes of the season, like I said, next year. And then I have here as a Chariot, where if you think about getting a new vehicle, where you think about relocating, or you're actually traveling. But I'm actually, it could be a collaboration. Whereas if you might be dealing with somebody who could be a water, air, fire. That's what I'm getting right now. Where this could be a couple, a water, air, and fire. Yeah, y'all trying to understand each other. Like as if y'all trying to create some type of equilibrium. Or trying to create some type of harmonious peace, equilibrium within a relationship. Or trying to see eye to eye. But I'm going to say this. There's some type of jealousy that's going on that needs to work on within that relationship. I'm going to tell you that right now. And I have here is the moon. Somebody's trying to keep some type of secrets. Whereas if somebody has some hidden emotion towards you, or somebody does not want you to know how, well, they don't want you to know how they feel about you. So where this could be a water, air, or fire, who probably has some type of hidden emotion towards you. And they do not want you to know how they really feel about you. Whereas if their emotion probably changed, and they think about giving you a chance. Okay? Now, I'm just going to say this. If there has been some type of animosity upheaval that's going on within it comes to the workplace, it's going to be resolved. Or maybe there's something that's going to come into light of what you need to see that causes a lot of complication, confusion within the workplace. It is Saturn retrograde, is it? Okay. So there is something that's going to be revealed when it comes to two individuals, whether one individual is a water, air, and the other individual is a fire sign. So there's something that's going to be revealed when it comes to the two. Where there could be emotions. Yeah, most likely emotions. But any type of animosity that you have towards a water, air, or a fire sign, it is going to be resolved and it's going to be healed. And I have here is the Three of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So I'm actually getting some type of infidelity that's taking place right here. Whether it could be some type of infidelity, or somebody is actually trying to bring up the past in regards of you being infidelity or being part of the infidelity. This is somebody who does not want to be held accountable based upon for what they've done in the past and make you part of it. And the reason why she does not want to be accountable of it, and I'm just going to say this, whether you like it or not, whether she like it or not. The reason why she does not want to be accountable of it, because of the fact that she's still heartbroken, the fact for what has happened to her in her previous relationship. She probably had dealt with a man who cheated on her with a younger female while they were married. And normally when women has those type of grudges, they will have the tendency to do the same thing for what their cheated husband had done to them. Seduce a younger man, a younger married man, to create some type of situationship relationship. And see how far they will go to keep that man vulnerable. As they were vulnerable at the time when the husband cheated on them. So most likely I'm actually getting infidelity, because the Queen of Wands, she is like a sex goddess. Let's be real. And normally when I have a Three of Swords, infidelity. So as if that this could be a fatal attraction, or as if that you have fallen upon temptations, or as if that since there is fires coming from her breath to the point that there's Three of Swords, that she's probably speaking to the fact that how you had an affair with her, which caused your divorce with your first marriage, and I believe that his divorced wife probably already knew about that. Okay, she probably already knew about that, so it's not old news. And I think everybody already knew about the fact of the infidelity, and it's not old news too, but they think it's not most likely him, it's most likely her. And I believe as if that she gonna try to switch up the story to make it seem as if that he was the suspect rather than the victim, to make her feel as if the victim. If you're dealing with a woman who was probably in a congregation that been doing this stuff, that she would try to switch around the story to make it seem as if that she is a victim of the infidelity, which is not true. Because I'm just going to say this. You were the one that was slipping numbers in his pocket while y'all was having a gathering in coffee hour. You were the one that was slipping a number in his fucking pocket. And let's not say that you were the only one there. There was 3 other women that saw you did the shit. So how the fuck you a victim? You a suspecter because you the one that slipped the number in his pocket in front of his wife and that. See, I love my mom because I respect my mom. My mom, she had been through so much. And if she did not take the chance to go or to go through her spiritual journey, which is she was decided to give herself a chance to be with God, to give herself to God, especially of the past that she went through. And I'm just going to say this on behalf of my mom, whether y'all interested or not, but I respect my mom dearly. I really do. And that's the reason why she stays strong within her faith, her religious faith. And what's really funny is how these women at the church that she goes to religiously are judged of my mom because of the fact that they are afraid of what sacrifices she has done for herself to be more committed within her religious faith. Because y'all women, y'all decide to be hoes. That's the fucking problem. Y'all decide to be fucking hoes because y'all decide to hold that grudge for what your husband had done to y'all and thinking y'all can run the same game on a vulnerable man. But when it comes to my mom, she decided to be a fucking woman and make sacrifices to stay on her faith and stay on her spiritual journey. And y'all cackling bitches still want to talk bad shit about my mom. No, because out of fucking jealousy. These are the same women in the congregation that felt the need to want to talk about my mom because of the fact she made sacrifices to stay on her spiritual journey. But y'all the main hoes that actually want to get vulnerable men because of the fact that y'all still got that grudge for what your husband did to y'all. Ain't life funny? Ain't life funny? That you can actually tell the difference between your enemies. Well, I can't call them enemies because I don't feel intimidated by these bitches because I see them from the side of my eye. And one of my mentors, Mama Pauline, bless her soul, she called you bitches witch of a broomstick. Y'all not fucking witches in the broomsticks. Y'all don't need that fucking title. Y'all ain't even fucking witches because y'all know what the fuck y'all doing. But I don't want to go to there. Let me just continue on doing my spirit tarot reading. But anyway, when it comes from my mom, I love her dearly because she's a Sagittarius. But she was woman enough to stay within her spiritual journey and be committed to God. To be a faithful woman to my father. I love my sister too, even though she's going through some things. She's trying to find herself. But when it comes to some fire sign woman, sometimes y'all be running off the motherfucking mouth every time when y'all fucking angry. Because y'all don't know how to let go of that grudge. Y'all do not let go of that hate. Y'all don't. And I don't mean to point y'all out, especially my fire sign woman, because it's particular women who hold on to particular grudges too. Okay? But again, y'all feel like y'all want to talk big shit, but y'all don't want to act on the rough shit. Y'all don't, because it's too challenging for y'all. Y'all don't like challenge. Y'all don't. Because you do not want to give us something for what you still hanging on to because it's so addictive. Because you want that attention. That's pretty much, I'm just going to say this, fire signs. I can't let go of something because they give you that attention for what you need at that time. But I think it's time for y'all to let that shit go because it's unhealthy. Okay, so I have here is the World. I have here is the Ten of Coins. And I have here is the Queen of Coins. So what I'm actually seeing is that you are going to receive a lot of praises from people for whatever you might do, whatever you might be. When it comes to career, you probably have received a promotion. You will probably going to work with different people, networking with different people, and highly influential people. That's actually going to give you some type of advice and opinions based upon for what you're doing, the field that you're working in. Do not feel as if that you're incompetent or you are competent in doing for what you're doing. No, because those people's going to help you as long as you're willing to give them a chance. Okay? You are going to receive a lot of recognition. You are going to receive a lot of acknowledgement from these people because they actually see that you are very gifted and very talented and intellectual for where you are right now, and that's why you're receiving that promotion. Stop denying and doubting yourself that you do not deserve that promotion. You do, because you work hard for it. You need to give yourself the recognition. Like I said, stop giving yourself the benefit of the doubt that you do not deserve something that you do deserve. Okay? Because you have worked hard for it. All right? Now, from what I'm seeing is that if you are going to modeling, a lot of people are going to ask about you. You are going to receive a lot of phone calls, but you need to prepare of this pressure. What do I mean by pressure? You will not get enough sleep. It's going to probably teach you time management and organize yourself. And you're going to have a busy schedule. You are going to travel a lot, but yes, it's going to be very busy, and you probably might get a little time of sleep. Now, this is going to help you to be more outspoken, and this is going to help you to set boundaries when it comes to yourself and also people too. But yet, modeling is a very strict industry. It is. It is. And I'm just going to advise you to be mindful of your diet, please, and be careful not to ingest sugary and caffeinated foods. Okay, and also other supplements that's really not good for you. Hint, hint. But you are going to have a tight schedule. Be prepared for that if you're going to modeling. Okay, when it comes to merchandise, again, it's going to teach you about time management and organize yourself and bookkeeping. When it comes to selling merchandise, be more aware of what type of merchandise that you're trying to sell, you're trying to promote, and you're trying to create. And also, you actually need to create that time, space, and creating different type of merchandise. Rather, at the same time, understand you like to multitask, but I think you need to stay focused on that product. Okay? Because maybe that for what you need for that product is available at that time. When it comes to perfume, make sure that you do not put too much chemicals in a perfume. Put like a least amount of chemicals in a perfume and make sure it's compatible rather than incompatible, because sometimes when it's like incompatible, it creates an imbalance, which creates a lot of skin irritation to other people. Okay, just be careful of that. But I do see abundance coming in. It's going to work out in your favor, and there's going to be changes. There's going to bring new changes. I mean, you are going to travel, you are going to meet new people, and it's just going to happen all suddenly. So be prepared. And what you have been manifesting, whatever that you have been wishing for, it's going to happen in 2 or 3 months. It is. It's really going to happen. And everything is working out for you behind the scenes. And the reason why I said behind the scenes, because it's going to come to you unexpectedly. So be prepared. And I did say you are going to get money. So yeah, you are going to get money that's going to come in different avenues. So if you have, okay, you are going to receive money that's going to come from different avenues. If you have a business, okay, let's say that you had a business for 2 to 3 years or a couple of months ago, and it's not going good as it should right now because you need to start putting yourself out there, okay? You are going to receive clients, I would say 2 to 3, but you are going to be paid more. And for some particular reason, there is a client who actually wants to pay you in compensation. I don't know why I say compensation, like they want to compensate you, pay you extra for the service that you had done for them, maybe that you do not remember, but they said, oh, the reason why I pay you because remember the reading that you had given me, or the reason why I'm paying you because remember the service you had done for me, and I really appreciate that service because it really means a lot to me. So yeah, you might receive that bonus, you might receive that type of payment that's going to give it to you, or you might get paid out. Something's going to be paid out to you, or you might get reimbursed. Maybe that you have been paying double for something that's not meant for that payment, so you're going to be reimbursed. Okay, so yeah, there are some that's going to return back to you. Okay, so I'm actually getting a compensation reimbursement. Well, I still get this woman, and she upside down. I swear, Queen of Wands, she is reversed because her seduction is not working. Oh, yeah, it's not. It's not, because right now she's being found out. People already know about her lies, and they already know what she's capable of. She needs to work on letting go of that grudge, letting go of that hate. Ace of Coins and Queen of Cups, you are going to be happy. You are going to be content. You are going to be happy. You are going to be at your peaceful place. You are going to be at your happy place. Around this month and around this week, you are going to be at your happy place because you need it. You need it. You need to be at your happy place. You really do. And if you're not, maybe it's time for you to work on your happy place. Please isolate yourself from distractions, so therefore you not become destructive. But I think it's time for you to be at your happy place. But like I said, you are going to receive abundance. You are going to receive like a new job, a new home, or you're going to receive a gift that's going to make you happy. When it comes to a gift, I do sense that you are going to receive a gift that's going to come from mail that's actually going to make you happy. Whether it could be a bracelet, whether it could be a ring, whether it could be a perfume, or whether it could be some type of holistic oil or a supplement that's actually going to keep you centered. Or maybe it's time for you to start creating some holistic items or merchandise that's going to make you centered. But you are going to receive a piece or a gift or merchandise that's going to fulfill you, it's going to make you happy. Okay? Now, normally when I get the Ace of Coins and the Queen of Cups together, I'm getting a pregnancy. So it could be a Scorpio woman, yes, because the Queen of Cups is a Scorpio woman. The King of Cups is a Cancer. Scorpio woman is more within her emotions, her spirituality. She's very intuitive. Cancer man, philosophy, liberal, and sometimes charismatic, but sometimes very nurturing as well too. Same as a Queen of Cups as well, but more mature within his emotions and understanding within his emotions. So with the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Coins, I'm getting a pregnancy. Whether somebody is manifesting for a pregnancy or there's somebody else who is probably manifesting to get you pregnant. And it's funny because my right ear is itching. When my right ear is itching, somebody's talking about you. Somebody's talking good about you. So you probably got somebody who's manifesting trying to get you pregnant. Hey, that's up to you. That is up to you. But that's something that needs to talk about. Whoever wants to get you pregnant, that's a discussion. That's between you and the other person, okay? But yeah, somebody want to get you pregnant. So somebody want to get you pregnant. Somebody wants to get you pregnant. Somebody wants you to be pregnant. If you are pregnant, you should be wearing rings on your toes. For what I read in Vedic or Hindu remedies for pregnant women, you should be wearing rings. Research the type of rings that you should be wearing on your toes. But yes, you should be wearing rings on your toes for circulation. Okay, just research that. Nine of Wands. So this is somebody who could be guarded, who's actually dealing with trust issues. Now I'm gonna say this could be dealing with a trauma that you probably hold on for so long when you were 5 years old till now. Whereas if you probably hold on to this trauma experience when it happened to you when you were 5 years old, and it make you feel some type of way about certain people that are just like the suspect there to make you feel of how, okay, so you're around people who's triggering you. Okay, you're around people who is triggering you, because I know that in minor rate you will see a guy who is behind or sitting in front, well, standing in front of Nine of Wands. Okay, and well, I'm not gonna say 9 but 8, and he's holding the ninth one. So, and pretty much he's guarding as if he's trying to hold a fort in a way. But I'm just going to say this. There's a reason why that you are holding a fort, because you do not want people to trespass your personal space. And the reason why that you do not want certain people to trespass your personal space, because they trigger you, or the way that how you feel since your childhood. Because the same people betray themselves as a person to make you to make you feel the way that how you felt when you were 5 years old. Violated, betrayed. In my last hidden message that I did on TikTok, I have mentioned about you need to confront that demon who actually make you feel violated. Because if you were a victim of SA, maybe that you do need to confront that woman who made you feel violated, or a man who made you feel violated. So therefore that you will not place your anger on people and thinking that they're just like that man or woman. And the reason why that you are actually not trusting other people, because you think they're the ones who's going to turn against you, but I don't think they're not. Not the people that you hang around with. Now, the people that you are attracted to, who's addicted to the same negative pattern, they need to be held accountable and taken care of their bad behavior, as you need to be more accountable taking care of your bad behavior. So therefore that you can release their emotional burdens, and you need to release your emotional burdens as well too. Okay, because something that needs to be unpacked when it comes to that baggage. So therefore you will not be discarded. Okay, I need for you to put down those staves. It's time for you to let that shit go. I know it's not easy, and I know it's hard. It's going to take a lot of time. But it's baby steps. It's just baby steps. That's what Healing Journal is all about, is taking baby steps. But again, these are people that's not making you feel this way. Whoever's making you feel this way, they are probably triggering you to make you feel this way. But in order for you to let that go, is that you need to confront that monster to make you feel that way. And you already know who that is. If they dead, if you know their gravesite, write it down a letter how you feel about them, say it, and burn it, and blow it at that gravesite. So therefore, you will not need to carry that grudge. Because what they have done to you is that they try to make you feel the way that how they felt when they were betrayed and hurt. That's what suspectors, that's what predators do. They will tend to put harm on people because they want them to feel the pain for what they've been through. But I think it's time for you to heal that pain and let that pain go. Because it's not deserved. You do not deserve that pain. Because that pain is not yours to begin with. So again, read that letter. Burn it. And blow it at the gravesite. And let them have that pain. So you do not need to carry that pain. One last card. King of Wands. So I must be talking to a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius man who's probably going through it. That you're probably going through a depression, that you're probably going through a lot right now. That's actually giving all these type of migraines, all these type of headaches. Okay? Now, generally, I'm going to say this. I think it's time for you to be more optimistic. Again, stop giving in to doubt. You need to be more optimistic. Continue on to inspire yourself. Continue on to work on projects. Continue on to work on something that motivates you. Continue on to work on something that allows you to be the person for who you are. For what I said at the beginning, you need to start expressing your individuality. You need to start putting your essence on your craft, because you are not like everybody else. Yes, you are going to have a competition in the field that you're in right now, but again, you need to let people see your individuality and let them see your essence. Because when you start putting your essence on that craft, therefore you're walking on your faith. And when you start walking on your faith, you will receive abundance. So I think this time for you to be more optimistic. This is time for you to work on being optimistic when it comes to yourself. When you start being more optimistic, you'll gain confidence within yourself. And having more ideas and be more creative when it comes to your ideas. And I think it's time for you to pay more attention to your child. Your child could be your creativity. Your child could be your project. So around this time, maybe it's time for you to start paying more attention when it comes to your project. And if you are an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius man, maybe it's time for you to pay more attention to your child. Because your child does need you. I mean, yes, it's okay for you to have a life, but the child needs their father. And the reason why I'm saying this is because every time when we have the King of Wands and right away, they did mention in the meetings that this could be a father with a child, with children. They did mention that in the definition of the King of Wands when it comes to the right of way. When I was studying the right of way, they said that when you have King of Wands in your reading, you're probably dealing with a fire sign man who is with child. So again, maybe it's time for you to pay more attention to your child, because your child needs you as their father. They need you as their protector. They need you as a provider. They need you to understand the lessons in life and seeing life and learning about life. They need you as a father. Not a friend, but a father. Someone who's an educator too. I know I said that was the last card, but let me do another one. Well, honestly, okay. Let's see. The Hermit, see? Right now, it's all about you paying more attention within yourself, so therefore you continue to gain wisdom of yourself. When you start paying more attention within yourself, you start to gain more wisdom of yourself. Okay? I'm going to go to the, it's been a while since I used this card, the JT Wisdom of Megalvajita. I'm gonna use this Oracle card. It's been a while. Somebody's about to get pregnant. I mean, I understand that Goddess Lakshmi is all about abundance, but when I say Goddess Lakshmi, she represents pregnancy as well too. Pure devotees. Not to disrespect anybody's relationship, but maybe it's time for you to go to the temple and pray and meditate, understanding and knowing for what you're asking for when you're praying. Okay? Makchita magata prana pararigata parasparam katariasta kamam nityam tushati ka ramatika. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are surrendered to me, and they derive great satisfaction and joy in light to one another and speaking about me. You will receive the gifts for which you're asking for when you are talking to your universal source, whoever that you idolize, whether it could be God, Jesus, etc., whoever you idolize, because they're always there with you as long you are standing by your faith and understanding your essence and your individuality of yourself, and be more aware of yourself and loving yourself. Again, they know how you feel about yourself. They know what you've been through, as long as you're willing to give it to them, because they want you to see it in a different light, to learn for what you had healed from that lesson, for what you learned from that lesson. And no, they are never disappointed for what you've done. They just want you to learn from it and to heal from it, because it'll make you stronger. Your universal guides never ever hated you or never ever disappointed you. They always love you. They're always there by your side, as long as you want to hear them out and receive them. But they never ever left you. They never did. So And from the bottom, I have here is calm meditation with Lord Vishnu. Yata tipo nivata sto. Negate shopalma shamata. Yogino yata hidashya. Yoniato yogam almana. As a lamp in a windless place does not reverb, so the yogi whose mind is focused remains always steady in the meditation of the transcendent self. Again, start meditating, because when you start meditating, you will receive the message from your universal source. So that is the message that I have for you. If you want a personal reading, you can always contact me at Ganesha Girl number 9 on TikTok, or you can actually reach me on Instagram, D.W.Psychic Reading, or you can message me on D.W.Psychic Reading on Messenger. But I actually go by underneath another title on Facebook. Okay, but I do thank you for your time and watching my video, and I hope you have a wonderful and beautiful beloved week.